we're going to make the star stitch from the starting chain. So for the braids and dots poncho, you would chain 162 stitches plus 4. So for a total of 166. I'm going to count, and I'm going to go into the second stitch from counting, and I'm going in to the stitch, coming out, keeping my loop on the hook, and I'm going to do that again for a second time, do it again for a third time, again for a fourth time, and a fifth time. So altogether I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, and we're going to go through all 6. And now you're going to yarn over and make another stitch. So this is our first star stitch. What you're going to do now is you're going to go into the center of the star with your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So now you've got 2. You're going to go in between your your last loop here, right in here. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. You're going to go into the same stitch that your last loop was in before, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you're going to do it twice more into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and now you're going to have 6 loops on your hook again. You're going to yarn over and go through all of these 6 loops, yarn over, and make another stitch. I'm going to show you one more time. You're going into the center of the star, pulling up a loop, going into the last loop, pulling up a loop, going into the same stitch, pulling up a loop, and going into the next 2 stitches. Pull up a loop and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through all 6 of them, and there, and do it all the way to the end. I'll see you at the end. I just made my last stitch into the last 2 stitches of the starting chain, and you're going to turn your work. And now this is a personal preference of mine. Some people like to chain 2, and they like to replace a half double crochet with a chain 2. I just kind of do a long, I chain 1 and kind of keep it long, and I like to keep the edges neat that way. It just doesn't work out good for me if I use the chains as in place of double crochet or half double crochet. So I chained 1, and I'm going to go right back into the same center of the star below. And sometimes it's a little tricky when you pull too hard. And you're going to do 2 half double crochets into that space. You're going to go to your next star and find the center and do 2 half double crochets into the center. And I'll show you one more time. So here is your star, here is the last center. You're going to go into it and do 2 half double crochets. So this is what makes the shape, and you're going to do that all the way down to the end. See you there. And now to make your second row of star stitch, you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to turn over your work, and you're going to go into the second chain that you just made. Yarn over, pull up a loop, to the third, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the fourth, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now you're going into your 2 stitches that are the half double crochets from the last round. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and into the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now you've got 6 loops on your hook again. Yarn over, pull through, and finished. So this is going to be kind of loopy at the end like this, but that's okay because we're stitching it together. And then you're done. And that's the star stitch.